Hi guys, this is Lauren from Messy Kitchen, Happy Belly. I wanted to welcome you all to my very tiny kitchen. Tonight we'll be making turkey meatballs with pesto, and it is so scrumdiddlyumptious. This is my favorite thing to make. It's so easy, and let me tell you, my boyfriend eats at least 30 of these every time I make them. Alright guys, let's get started with a couple ingredients here. So I've got some lean turkey, ground turkey, super healthy, always on sale at the supermarket. You can find that pretty much anywhere, but it's not the extra lean, it's just the lean. I like the little bit of fat that's left in there. I also use Italian panko for this. I also supplemented mine with a little bit of homemade breadcrumbs. Just pop some stale bread that you've got lying around in a Cuisinart for a couple minutes. Voila, homemade breadcrumbs on the cheaps. And I've got some homemade pesto as well from my garden. Link on my blog to check that out. Very easy, a lot cheaper than you would find it in the store, and it's really good. So, couple eggs, couple spices that you've already got on hand, nothing crazy, and let's get started. Okie dokie, artichoke. We're ready?
We're good whenever you are.
Alright kids, okay, so we got our lovely turkey in the bowl. And then we've got, oh, I should probably measure. Hang on, alright, let's start over again. If somebody's gonna reproduce this, I should probably measure something.
I'm just gonna keep recording.
Oh no! They're gonna know! Okay, alright, so I use a couple of eggs. Are we really doing this? Because these are my only two
going,
eggs.
yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you turned out.
We got two lovely eggs here. Cage-free brown eggs. Thank you very much. Be nice to your chickens. They give you eggs. They're lovely creatures. Two of them. I know usually we always just use one for recipes, but two makes it so much juicier and deliciouser. Alright, I guess measuring is a good thing. So, let's try... That's about half a cup of breadcrumbs. Let's go with that. I poured 3/4 of a cup, but I didn't need that, don't worry. Okay, and then for the pesto. So because mine is homemade and not totally perfect, it does need a little bit of stirrage. And I'm going to just give this about 2 heaping tablespoons. And by heaping, I mean like heaping, you know what I'm saying here. Okay. So, we got those guys in there. We're going to use about a teaspoon of salt. So a good sprinkle in there. Even though you've got some cheese in the pesto, you do want a little bit of salt content. Will bring out the flavors and kind of bring the whole thing together. We're also going to do about a teaspoon of pepper. And some lovely oregano. Oh, that is way too much, kids. Don't use that much. Alright, we'll get just like a sprinkle. So let's say half a teaspoon on that sucker. I mean, like a sprinkle, but not, that's too much. Okay, and the last but not least is some parsley. This one, I mean, you know, however much parsley you like. If you have fresh of any of these herbs, use twice as much of what I just used. Fresh is always better, but doesn't go quite as long. So, then I have these lovely utensils. They're wonderful. I have 10 fingers. They're working perfectly for me. So you're going to mush this whole sucker together. Make sure you wash your hands first, because that's gross if you don't. And really try to get it all ooey gooey turkey happiness up in this bowl. So, just, I mean, get after it, you know. And once you have it well mixed, I mean, you kind of want your pink meat to turn a little bit green on this one. It's all green eggs and ham. Oh, how cute. Okay, so that's well mixed for me. I'm going to make some meatballs that are about a large tablespoonful and just about that size, so not even the size of my palm. But really don't clump these all together. The second that you start mashing your meatballs, you will have hard and tough and very sad meatballs. So go ahead and make as many as you can out of your pound to pound and a quarter turkey. And I will see you in 1 second at the stovetop. Alright everybody, so while I was away, I preheated my oven to 375 degrees, got that ready to go, but more importantly, I put my tender little meatballs in a very large pot at about medium to medium-high heat. Got my 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil, piping hot, not smoking, but pretty darn close. And I've got my little meatballs well spaced out so that they get some nice brown on them. Don't try to rush the process. And I'm giving them a sear so you get this lovely meatball-y color on them. The idea here is not to cook your meatballs through, but just to give them some color so that the juices and all of your lovely flavors that you've developed get carried through and get sealed into the meatballs so that when you do cook them in the oven, they stay totally delicious. So, got these going about halfway done here. It's just about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, just to get that color on them. And we're gonna put them on a baking tray that I have lined with tin foil and a little bit of Pam or whatever cooking spray you love to use. I wouldn't use butter just because it's a little messy, but yeah, Pam works lovely. So as soon as these guys get golden brown on both sides, I'm gonna put them on the baking pan. We're gonna bake them at 375 for about 10 minutes. Alrighty, so I've got about 2 or 3 minutes of good sear on my meatballs, and they are going onto their little lovely cookie tray, lined with tin foil and Pam. Turn that off so that I don't get splattered with the death oil of heat. And again, my oven's at 375, so I'm just gonna pop these in for a good 10 to 12 minutes. You do want to cut 1 or 2 of them, especially the larger ones, open just to make sure that they're cooked all the way through. No pink with turkey. You definitely want to make sure it's gray and lovely all the way through. So, I'll be back with you in just a couple minutes after my meatballs are done. Get out of here! We're filming meatballs! Not dancing! Come on!
Singing!
This is serious! These are serious meatballs. Look at this tiny, pathetic meatball. Damn it. No! We do the meatball dance. You do the meatball. Okay, everybody. We've got our mitts of justice on. Our meatballs have it's hot. Our meatballs have been in the oven for 10 lovely minutes. Look at these bubbly beauties. I mean, just it's very warm. But look at these bubbling beauties. Hot. Ow, it's still hot through these. Careful, everybody, it's warm. Okay, we're gonna pop a couple of these onto our lovely serving platters that we had standing by, obviously. And I'll pick this one, and this one is also lovely, and they are finger food, don't you know? Awesome for potlucks, awesome for work lunches, awesome for everything. Just in case you need to add one of these. Oh, excuse me. Thank you, Assistant Julia. Now it's tropical meatballs. Seriously, kids, though, these are awesome. Very lovely. Very hot, though. Be careful, I can't eat one for you. But I hope you enjoy. I hope you have a lovely dinner of turkey pesto meatballs. And have a lovely day with your messy kitchen and happy belly. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
I have chocolate on my fingers.
I just tried to catch me being weird.
Now I am trying to catch you being weird.
I'm never bad. Okay, I'm thinking. I do weirder shit when there's a camera on me. I am nervy.
You should be.